Oh, so it's like.
Well, I got a solution. I got a solution to your guys' woes. You just say, "Listen, I love Israel. I love this. I love the Jewish state. I love these people. And then I think that everything will be kosher. Everything will be beautiful."
My main issue is he says
I don't like kosher.
She piggybacks on the cause because today she hates Muslims more than Jews, and she was suddenly discovered it on that.
Another big assertion. I don't hate Muslims. I just think that Islam is a very toxic ideology and very.
Her support of Israel is rooted almost entirely in her Islamophobia.
Yeah.
Her love of Israel is rooted not out of love of Jews, Sam. It's out of love of hate of Muslims. That's what.
Tomato.
That is not even true. You see, this is the thing.
I've seen it. The only arguments you make in those rooms is about how Muslims suck and they are all child brides and they're all backwards and shit.
A lot of assumptions based on positions you imagine I have in your head.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Muslims? How do you feel about Prophet Muhammad and Islam and how it's practiced?
Friends that are Muslims, I think that they're victims and at the same time they're perpetrators. I think that Islam is a terrible ideology. And I think it's super incompatible with the West, and we are a danger in the West if we allow such an opposite culture to take over. That's my position with it.
Precisely, and that's why you support Israel, right?
No, not at all. My support for Israel has nothing to do with it.
Really? No, nothing to do with wanting to...
It's a problem. I do believe it's a problem for them, and I believe that they're an extension of the West, Middle East, and that they uphold all the values that we stand for in the West. And I think that it's a problem because the type of motivation that is driving the attacks against Israel have got a lot to do with Islam.
I rest my case.
Okay, well, that's what you heard from me.
You just told me why you love Israel.
Okay, but even all of the ideas you have in your head about are true, then why is it that you feel you cannot engage with someone that has opposite ideas to you?
I think we just got off on the wrong foot where you're attacking me on behalf of this pro-Israel mafia that's trying to get me fired and dox me. First of all, you doxed me 100 times, Misa.
No,
you took part in the doxing.
I have never insulted you.
Doxing.
How? How am I doxing you? I don't even know who you are. I don't know. I don't care who you are.
It's the Doxing Show!
I dare you to show me.
Interesting, you guys?
I dare you to show me those recordings.
We're gonna bring
because it never happened.
We need a mediator.
We're gonna bring peace and unity to the Isa and Buttercup.
I'm not fighting.
We're gonna bring peace here. So what you're gonna say is you're gonna say the Palestinian people, deserve respect and safety, and then Buttercup.
Self-determination.
And you're gonna say
nobody
deserve protection and
safety.
Buttercup, you're gonna say the Jews deserve protection and safety. Just to make each other understand that you guys both can humanize, where you guys are coming from, So let's start there.
Except I've had to live with this fucking shit my whole life, and she just discovered it last month, and she joined the
You're not interested in the mediation process, okay, alright.
She's exploiting our misfortune as Jews and Palestinians for her own clout, for her own following.
Yeah, I'm a horrible person, so.
Isa and Buttercup, you both are a couple of charming lasses. You should be able to see past your political differences and see the common humanity that you guys
How about we say something nice about each other, Isa? I think you are, very articulate and sharp-tongued and have a devastating commentary.
Oh, wow.
Why do you say something nice?
I actually like the devastating commentary part. Yeah, I've always said, actually, you can ask to everyone in my rooms. I hope that you have recordings of those things. I've always said that you were very intelligent and very articulate, and that it's a pity, that you don't like to spend more time with us, just like chilling and hanging out. We have a lot of people in our rooms that come to just, I mean, even if they oppose completely our views, they feel actually very comfortable just hanging out there because we have a lot of different types of conversations.
Yeah. I think the room we met in was a bit more aggressive. Like, you were really coming at me for some reason, and you didn't even know me.
How
You were
was it
just like kind of queen bee of the pro-Israel mafia. But it was like a BB Kapara room. And then when you moved on to like, you found new posse, they're a little more chill. But when we first met, it was like a very aggressive pro-Israel, like, you
I
Kappa,
tell you
Nazi,
what,
whatever.
I was off Clubhouse. I was off Clubhouse for 2 months, and then I came back, and then there was this buttercup all of a sudden coming in rooms and whatever, and you got everyone riled up. Everybody was like, "Oh, you fucking bitch! You're a cunt! Just leave the fucking room! You're an anti-Jew! You're self-hating!" Like, Jesus Christ! I have never seen the guys so upset at someone and so anti someone. I was like, what did these women do to all of you? You know, because all of them, it was Daniel and Bibi and Jeff and Norm and even Jacob. Like, he's one of the
Swedish guy.
yeah, and all of them were super riled up about you. I'm like, okay, I need to see who is this person.
You joined in
Yeah, I
the...
started listening to you and you started insulting everyone, calling me cunt and whatever. I was like,
No.
okay,
I was out there. There was a chronology, okay?
No,
Then why did you join in though?
I
You joined it. You joined the mob like on day one. You were like, you capo, you.
Yeah, because I told you a couple. You see, you're doing this again. Like you're actually doing things that I never did.
It's just like weird when people like join the pro-Israel cause and then feel so comfortable in it, like in the same, like the next week they're comfortable telling other Jews they're not good Jews, and
No,
like
but this is the thing.
you would tell me you're not, you don't get to, you just got your card like last week. You can't tell me I'm a bad Jew yet.
So
You know?
I have
You're
been
not
in
the
this I have been in this app for 5 years.
Yeah, but you just
All
discovered
these
Jews
guys
like
have been my
yesterday.
friends for a long time. I don't align with them in everything, but the things that we align is that we like each other and we can hang out. And we disagree on stuff which you have not been able to see because you have not stayed long enough in rooms with us.
Well, I think you blocked me, didn't you?
I am not blocking you.
You're not? Okay, that's good.
Sounds suspicious.
Okay, good.
So, I appreciate you guys saying nice things about you, and I think that's really nice. But now you guys say nice things about me. You know what I mean?
I like your
I
hair.
love your right hand.
I think me and Issa are like more alike than we think.
And now you gotta say nice things about the queen bee Zabu.
So who's the
I only met Zabu like, what, 2 times ago? Yeah,
She was hot.
I remember I really liked her and I wanted her immediately.
She's really smart and good at mending, helping being a bridge.
So Zabu gets hot, smart, and a social healer, and I get red hair.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sam is the one who facilitated this entire conversation.
I see how it is, Buttercup. I see how it is.
I thought you would healer, Sam.
I'm not a healer. I don't
A wounder.
I'm a wounder. How am I a wounder?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
You're a little divisive.
What do I say that's divisive?
I don't know.
I'm not divisive.
I was so scared of your rooms at first because you had such inflammatory titles. Like, I think one of the first Sam room I came into was something like, incest should be legal. And I was like so worried about him. I'm like, I have to turn the replays off. Sorry guys, I just like popped about me, so I'm like really happy. So I like these.
That's so good. Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I like your cheeks.
I like Issa when I'm high.
Oh my god, you're high?
I think I got high too.
Yeah.
Very good.
No, I just woke up.
What time is
time to get high? 8.
Okay.
Yeah, last time I got high was like 2 years ago.
I forgot I had weed, so then I just been.
How long can you keep weed without going
A long time.
back?
A long time.
But do you have to keep it in like certain conditions?
If it's wrapped in something, it should be fine.
Do you like new title buttercup?
My brain is like, mediating is worse than zoophilia. What is zoophilia?
Bestiality.
You really don't know.
Chief answer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you know
it's because I'm a woman, that's why.
Chickens. You know
Listen,
what
guys,
people that
would you guys rather get fucked against your will, or would you rather be eaten by a cannibal?
Those are the only choices.
I'd rather.
like human meat. I don't know.
Because, okay, me personally, I'd much rather be fucked against my will than eaten by a cannibal.
Yeah, me too.
So, therefore, ipso facto, eating an animal, worse than fucking it. QED.
What?
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay, you just extrapolated that and applied it to animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Checkmate. Fools.
I just imagine like getting fucked against my will, and it's just like I'd rather die. I'd rather die.
Can you imagine eating another human body?
So what? I would have to eat the body?
No, you're getting eaten. A cannibal is eating you for dinner.
Oh, I don't care because he's gonna kill you before.
Yeah, I assume if it's a apples to apples comparison, we have to kill the cannibal has to kill us before.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's it. He keeps you in a cage for like a couple of months, and then he kills you and eats you.
No, because now you're adding torture.
Yeah, you're.
Well, I'm trying to make it analogous to the meat eating situation.
No, I mean like, have you seen the cows here in Switzerland? They live better than I do.
Okay, not every fucking cow is a Swiss luxury cow. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like,
You know those little furry cows? Oh my god.
Oh yes. I don't know. I have never seen one of those here.
Oh my god.
My buddy.
No.
My buddy lives in Kentucky, and there's these like they have like horse racing in Kentucky in America, and they have certain horses that win races, and their sperm is worth like way more than gold, and these horses get paid. The owners of these horses, not the horses don't get paid. The owners of these horses get paid so much fucking money to let their horse fuck other lady horses. So then this horse's job is to spend all day fucking lady horses. That's so some animals have it good, okay?
You're in the Matrix.
But
Matrix.
but most of them down.
I have a friend that is a horse breeder, and he breeds like very nice Spanish horses in Guatemala.
I live near a racetrack, and PETA's always here because there's a lot of fucked up shit that happens on racetracks.
The Yoga Con has this horse racing.
Who does?
The other time. The mom of the she that's my
Interesting. Yeah, they're always like collapsing. They work them too hard, and they're like, it's a big scandal. But it's like a whole culture. The horse race, whatever. Yes.
My new title.
Oh,
It's very sad for you.
I love that.
We haven't seen a tag like this in a while.
What's the deal? It's a Gary Seinfeld. What's the deal with black people? Why are their pants so low? Is that why they say they like to get down? Are they talking about their pants? Sorry, that's my Jerry Seinfeld.
Where does this come from, Sam? It's like endless.
What? What's
Your
that?
creativity. It's just so with cheese. Now I'm having a piece of bocconcini.
Bocconcini. A little bit of bocconcini. Oh, bella. Bella. You look like a little bocconcini. My beautiful bocconcini. I want to slurp you up like a bocconcini, like a pesto with a.
Oh, I have pesto.
Sam, you made Mikhail block me. Now I can't go into Mikhail's crazy rooms anymore.
Wait, how did I make my cow block you?
They like crashed my room, and you guys, Sam and his friends crashed my room, Zabu, and they kept like pitting me against the Muslims in my room to try to get me to.
Is Mikhail cynic?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you had to experience that. But what's that?
I don't mind Mikhail. He has some issues. He's like a little manic. He has like bipolar or something.
You're
He was
weird.
on the longest rant ever about how we're all one.
No, he's he's having an episode, I think.
Yeah, metaphysical episode. But it's such a performance.
You think so? I think he has some mental problems.
No, unless he has mental problems, yeah. Well,
Or maybe multiple personalities, that someone said. I don't know.
I just, whatever it is, it feels really disingenuous. And I tried to sit in the room. Nargis was like pulling an all-nighter, I felt like, in that room. She just like was there the whole time, and I was like, let me see what this is about, because I've never really talked to him before, or heard him speak. And then I just sat in the room, I guess, for like half an hour. And I was like, this is, like, everything he's saying is like stuff I kind of believe in, I guess. But it was just the performance of it. It was like,
Oh, somebody who's not coherent at all. He's just like talking numbers, and the world's starting to make sense, and seeing patterns, and he's actually like having like some sort of weird.
why are people entertaining him?
I don't know. It's just kind of. I think that people feel bad for him and just want to spend time in the room so he doesn't
You're kind of
be crazy alone. Sometimes I can distract him, like he'll be in the middle of some like rant about the number 12 and the 45th president, and Gaza's always has something to do with it, and
But
like.
you know he's recording these, right?
Yeah.
And he like
These
posts
are
them
replays?
online. And he like posts them online.
I think he's now he's on TikTok. They're like all the crazy people on this app moved to TikTok because they're like monetizing or something. He was trying to convince me to join him on TikTok.
Don't do it.
Of course not. I have like a
Life.
professional life.
He literally supports like rape and like fucking slavery and all sorts of other
He's had a lot of. He lost people. His family. He's super interesting. His family moved to Gaza after optimism after Oslo. Okay, and then they really thought there was going to be peace in 2 states, and then their hope was shattered. And he was in California, but when he's lived there for a while, he's like, went to UCLA, just normal California kid. But his dad.
It's a UCLA grad.
I don't know who's in this room, but he lost people in Gaza basically.
For Tyler.
So, Yagoda, he's this guy who worked for Stalin, running the like secret police for Stalin.
Another one.
He did lots of like war crimes and killed lots of people. I think he's an interesting guy, you know. He's an
He
interesting guy.
has mental health problems, is what I'm saying. Like, we be empathetic, be compassionate. You always find the ones with mental health problems and use them like, oh, look, anti-Semites.
We disagree on the appropriate response to like people who are anti-Semitic with like that are mentally ill and are anti-Semitic simultaneously. You think we should be like have infinite patience for them, whereas I think they should be just like mocked and shunned, and I don't find them interesting. I find them
Wait
actually.
a minute, you invited one on stage or
Oh my god, this is gonna be intense.
No, it's fine.
First off, we were making fun of them.
Okay.
It wasn't like, whereas you're like, I find them interesting. They're like, it's not. There's nothing interesting about them. It's just funny to make fun of them. Like.
Okay. Nora like has been trying to make amends everywhere she goes to like any Jew who asks. She'll be completely forthright and honest about what happened or what she thinks happened. I mean, that's like a different case for you to like just say, oh no, just stay away. She's a threat to humanity. It's not like it feels like it got attached a little bit.
Listen, I'm happy to say that Nora is like someone with like some sort of like schizophrenia or something like that. But Cynic Mikhail, like when he's in his most lucid moments, he says the most psycho shit.
That's true.
About women, about Jews, about gays.
That's true.
So then, yeah, that's not interesting. He's just like a little psycho. That's he might be on the matter.
Fair. I think it's like I don't know, maybe I just have a soft spot for him because once he like shared about the shit that happened to his family, so I just feel bad for him.
But everybody has like shit, you know.
He also just has like bipolar disorder. Like I don't know if you've ever been in like the rambly rooms, but it's really sad.
Okay.
We're just like pity the guy, you know.
I trust you. I trust you, Buttercup.
Welcome to the stage of
Sam
life.
doesn't. Sam made him block me. He came into the room just trying to get me to insult the prophet or something, so that all the Muslims would block me.
Wait, what? I don't remember doing that. What?
You and like Zed came into my room and you're like, so you should hang out more in atheist rooms.
Because you're an atheist, like us.
I know, but you guys are, because you want me to be more Islamophobic or whatever.
You're based.
No. They just want you to be a based atheist.
Based theist, yeah.
A based theist, yeah.
I don't like think about atheism every day. I just like, I don't need to like debate atheists. They can be a little like over my head.
Well, if you're going to say that you're an atheist, it's cool that you explain your position. And usually an atheist requires more faith than a theist. Believe that there is no God. Yes.
Okay. I like refuting theists, but I don't really care to talk to other atheists. Like they're just preaching to the choir, you know. Religion sucks.
I don't think it does, actually.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
I mean, other than thinking that you guys are going to hell because you didn't accept Jesus, I think you have pretty cool traditions, and it's pretty based the way you do stuff. Which Elijah is this? Is this
I like Jewish. I still have Jewish traditions, even though I'm not an atheist. Even though I'm not a religious person.
But why do you practice those traditions?
Because I'm an ethnic Jew. Like I give a fuck about, I don't know, the Israel-Palestine, because it really.
No, but I'm not talking about the conflict. I'm talking about the traditions.
Yeah, so I celebrate holidays with my family. You can also be an atheist and also have traditions in Judaism.
I mean, all of those are tied to religion.
No, who wrote this title?
Oh my God!
Why did you write this shit?
We cannot have black people on stage.
Wait, no, it's not. I'm not insulting them. I'm just. What's up with them? What's going on?
Nigga, what's up with everybody? Fuck wrong with you? Why are you singling out a single
What's the
group?
deal?
Hold on. Why are you singling out a group? Why are you singling out a group?
It might be good.
You're singling out a group. I'm on your ass.
You on his ass, bro.
No, it's just like, what's the deal with black people? They're all.
No, it's not.
No, singling out folks, bro. You cannot single out groups.
Hey,
We're singling out groups, nigga.
I'll tell you the deal with black people.
Tony, I get it, bro. Like, I grew up in the bird.
I'll tell you the deal with black people is that they're like really good at music and they make really good art, like the best guitarists of all time.
Everybody can do music. Everybody can do all that extra shit you talking about.
Not as good as you, Tony.
The best jazz musician on Coltrane, black man, the best, athletes, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, like black people are, got like cool, amazing people.
Nah, you singing out groups for bullshit
What
reasons.
about the runners and the NBA?
Bro, who gives a fuck? Quit singing out groups, bro. Everybody's
Swim,
special.
but you can
Everybody have power. powers and abilities, my nigga. Quit singling out.
So what?
Why can't we focus on the good things about black people?
Was all for that moment.
Classic. Haven't had that in a while. Kind of refreshing, actually.
He was on my ass. On
You liked
my
it?
ass.
Did you ask if he liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked being on my ass. It was pretty fun. Yeah, I think that caused a little confusion with the room title. Black people are
Just but what's the deal with women?
Special?
With black women?
Matthew.
Okay, now black people understand where I'm coming from.
But you know, this is very problematic because
What?
they say that they cannot be racist because they don't have the power. But if you give them the power, then does that mean that they
They
will
can be
be racist?
Yeah. So you gotta if you tell them they're too awesome, then they'll have privilege, and then they can be racist, and then
That's right.
spaghetti-o. That's a good point, Issa.
Yeah.
Now, Issa, are you a Christian?
I'm a Catholic, yeah.
Oh my god.
But I'm not sure where I stand with the whole. I mean, I'm not a religious person. I guess that I believe in God, but I'm not a religious person. I say always I'm a cultural Catholic, just like a Buttercup, she might be a cultural Jew, you know. But because I do like
You're learning the terminology.
all these traditions and stuff. I do them, you know. Like every once in a while, I go to church. If I go to church, I feel home. I do the sign of the cross. I pray every night. Like these things that just make me feel like home. But I don't do it because like I got faith. But
So you know what's really interesting that I learned about Catholicism on this app is that in the Catechism of the Catholic Church, it says, and I found the quote, the plan of salvation also includes those who acknowledge the Creator, in the first place amongst whom are Muslims. These profess to hold the faith of Abraham, and together with us, they adore the one merciful God, mankind's judge on the last day. The Catholic Church accepts Muslims.
Yeah, that actually might be a modified catechism.
It's not.
Also because the catechism, the catechism, it just means like the teaching, so Catholic, right? I mean,
Yeah, they usually listen to the teaching.
No, I shouldn't.
Yes,
I mean, like, why should I?
I tried.
So it's just like a book, you know, where they teach you, prepare you for your first communion and things like that. But all the books are different, so maybe that one wants to be
It's
called
just a book. It is just
this one. Yeah. Yeah.
So what's your favorite thing about Israel, Issa?
I have never been to Israel,
I
actually.
know.
But my favorite thing about Israel is the values they uphold. I think that they are an oasis of the West and the Middle East.
It's not an oasis. It's like a bombed out dystopia.
Well, that's what you think. That's not what
I've been there. You haven't.
I think they uphold Western values. I think that they have got, I don't know, a civilization that works. I work a lot with Israelis. In fact, I'm gonna go next week. I got an event that should have taken place in Tel Aviv 2 years ago, and I was gonna go. I was invited to talk there, to speak.
She was invited to be a guest speaker in Israel!
7.
Oh wow.
And yeah, of course they canceled everything because it was after that. And I was gonna meet with someone from Israel, from here in Indiana. He got killed on the 7th of October.
Oh, I know Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe.
I heard about him.
And yeah, so I work with Israelis a lot. I'm going to go to this event that it's being held in Munich now in Munich next week. And it's got all of these innovation. I mean, like these guys are amazing. Like the type of technology coming from there, it's like a Silicon Valley for my industry, for sports.
Like, if you hang out in that
industry
room
is
long enough,
sports.
you're gonna start to believe.
I'm in the sports industry.
Just
You play sports? No, I'm in the business side of the people that play the sports. With the television and the advertising, but I don't work in advertising.
I see this in my own life. I work with them.
I've been there.
She works with them.
It's like a second world country.
The things coming out of there are amazing.
Unbelievable technology.
So, on the other hand,
They literally did invent cherry tomatoes. Like, why? What the fuck? Why
they just bred them to be slightly different.
They're so petty and beautiful to die that they fucking did. If you look up cherry tomatoes, they'll point you to an Israeli guy who developed that.
I know, but they were invented somewhere else first.
No, they weren't. You're fucking full of
They
shit.
invented desalinated water as well.
I didn't realize that the Second Vatican Council had like 5 paragraphs on their why Catholics should get along, why Christians should get along with Muslims. That's a lot.
Stop.
There's so many. Because I just reference this one.
Listen, you know what? Listen, I believe that the issue would be solved if you have, for example, I mean, if Muslims would live in the West and willing to live under a fully Western framework, that would work.
They are Muslims who do that.
No, they don't. They're changing things.
No,
just like Christians, hold on. Just like Christians are able to live under a framework of a complete, I don't know, like Muslim and Sharia law approach in Qatar, in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, whatever. I mean, like Christians are able to live there, but they have to respect the framework. Because what you cannot have is 2 competing cultures wanting to create the rules that are completely different for each other.
I can't believe people think that this clash of civilizations things is real. It's so crazy that this is what's become.
You don't think it's real?
No, I think it's real.
Why?
I think it's real in the sense that there are small groups of people who wish to have a clash, but in reality, most people don't actually clash.
Well, I'll tell you how our Christmas markets go this year.
Buttercup, I see that you have stuff about the cherry tomato in the chat.
Yes, I wanted to point out that they originated in South America, in Central America, but that they modified it in Israel.
I'm a Central American. We don't claim the cherry tomatoes.
I know Israel does. How do you feel about the fact that they're trying to steal credit for the cherry tomatoes?
I don't care. They made it a thing.
Hold on, check it out. Cherry tomatoes. Let's just Google who invented.
You know, Isa, they also have the most moral army in the world.
Alright, no single person invented the cherry tomato, but the commercial version today was developed in the 70s by Israeli scientists Chaim Rabinowitz and Nachum Hader.
I just posted in the chat.
Their work was built on existing wild varieties to create a sturdier, longer-lasting tomato
Got the same
that was
result.
easier to transport and sell, and transforming it into a mass-market product. Yeah, so they made a sturdier. They made the. If your tomatoes are.
I know, but the talking point is that they invented cherry tomatoes. It's an exaggeration. They did not
Not an
invent them.
exaggeration.
They didn't invent them. They just modified them.
They fucking made it so that you could transport them without them fucking getting all fucking wrinkly and saggy and shit. Like, you like a crisp cherry tomato. You don't want a fucking gooey fucking cherry tomato.
Yeah.
And they fucking developed that.
It discredits the propaganda machine when they exaggerate the cherry tomato.
It's not fucking propaganda. It's fucking okay. Oh my god! Like, there are some products that you have to change them a little bit for the product to be viable at all.
I understand.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, oh my god, they
All
do yo-yo.
citruses are modified, but none of them are regular fruits.
I'm trying to think of a good example of this where, like, a small modification made it so that you could be viable at all as a thing. There's gotta be other examples of this. Like, there were things like bicycles that existed before the axle was put on them. Mm-hmm. Like, you could sit on the seat and move your feet to kick along on the two wheels, and it was fine. You could get along around that way. But as soon as you put the chain and the pedals on it, then the fucking bicycle became like the fucking thing that it is today, and became like a real game changer. So it was a small modification, adding the fucking chain with the pedals. But yet, it was like basically entirely necessary for the thing to be the thing it is.
Yeah, but he didn't say, "Oh, I invented bicycles." He invented a chain.
Oh my god.
You wouldn't claim to invent bicycles if you just invented the chain.
Well, it depends what they
call it. Well, without
the
a chain, there are no bicycles, right?
It depends what they used to call the thing for the chain down on it. Because if the thing was called like a whirly-girly or some shit like that, and then you put the chain on it and they call it a bicycle, then yeah, you did invent the bicycle.
Yeah, that's true. Like, somebody had the idea of bringing all this stuff together and create something out of it. You don't need to invent every single piece of it.
We're just making fun of the silly things that, like, the...
Not silly.
It's not silly. Do you eat cherry tomatoes?
It's like, I know, but all this doesn't matter, It's just we were just saying Jews are superior, and so they deserve a state, and their crimes don't matter. Like, I don't even understand the function of these talking points. But they have high tech and invent cherry tomatoes. We need them in the Middle East to be a beacon of democracy and civilization. No one else in the area is inventing cherry tomatoes.
Why does it matter to you that they say they invented cherry tomatoes? They're not lying.
No, I'm just saying it's like a weird talking point when you're trying to explain why that should happen.
They invented the Uzi, bro.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought they're called like Kalashnikovs or something.
That's an AK-47, you dingus.
Oh, I don't know. Isn't that what an Uzi
She's
is?
just a woman.
No,
we don't understand about this thing.
I've seen Uzis. They're just like long machine guns.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, Uzis are like smaller, sleek, black machine guns, whereas AK-47s are like brown and white. AK-47s are what you see in Afghanistan as like the fucking guys on fucking Humvees, whereas Uzis are more sleek looking.
I got it. Okay.
So now you can see it in Israel?
Yeah. Yeah. They did invent cherry tomatoes.
But you called Israel like a bloodbath?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Middle East death toll on different wars,
mm-hmm.
and you got like the Iran-Iraq war killed 1 million, Syrian civil war killed like 350,000, the Darfur genocide pre this one, so this is like their old one.
No, but this is ongoing. This is like every couple years.
Yeah, you know how many people before this war, before this conflict, the amount of people that died in 95 years of the Arab-Israeli conflict, there were about 150,000 people. It's like not a bloodbath. It's way less of a bloodbath than the
population is so small in Israel, as you know, Sam, that like
Yemen,
when there is an attack, it's
Yemen, Iraq, Syria, fucking Sudan, Iran, all of those places are more bloodbaths than Israel just by looking at the numbers of people died.
I mean,
I'm not only looking at it from like regional stability or whatever, or like Palestinian casualties. Also, for a small population like Israel, like when there's a war, it takes a really, really significant toll. It's like, and it's been sort of escalatory violence. So every war is a little worse than the one before it. And it doesn't seem like this peace deal is getting them any closer to de-escalating. So I think if the pattern continues, the violence will continue to escalate.
I just think you have this like weird, I don't even know what to call it, like you think of Israel as like a fucking bloodbath, and then I show you that all these countries around them are more awash in blood, and then you're like, oh, it seems like you're just like fucking, I don't know, you just like.
So I'm also upset about what happened in Syria. I'm also stressed out about what happened in Sudan. I'm also stressed out about what we did in Iraq and all the war crimes our country did.
It's just objectively not as bloody as all of these other places: Iran, Iraq, Syria, Sudan.
I'm talking about like our people, right? It's supposed to be a safe haven for Jews, right? And it's not. Every couple of years, there's a bunch of bad shit happens, you know.
Yeah,
but it's
and
failed at
prior
its
to this
most
war,
basic purpose.
not 95 years, less than 150,000 people have killed in 95 years. It's not. It's in fact not that violent. It's just.
Yeah, but per capita, how many? What is it, 8 million total?
It's just you see the news of
Yes, these are small populations all attached to this small piece of land.
It's salient to you because you watch news stories about it, but it's not. You're not actually comparing like for like or like micromorts is the.
I already said I'm disproportionate. I'm focused on. I told you why I'm focused on this one more than others.
Okay, so when you're talking about it being a bloodbath, I thought you were focusing not on the Israeli perpetrators, but on the Israeli victims. And like how it's a failed project because the Israelis keep getting killed and they're not safe anymore, blah 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 blah. Well, then that's no longer. That's no longer. Well, I have a responsibility because it's my people to make sure that they act right. That's now a different concern, which is a pragmatic concern for how safe.
Your safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, why can't both be true? Why can't I also wish for Jewish safety and also think that as privileged American Jews who support Israel for its entire history, we have maybe a teeny weeny, it's okay for us to weigh in, you know? Or maybe we have an obligation to weigh in because they are so in their own propaganda bubble and don't understand what they've just done, you know?
I knew this friend of mine.
So you think you know better what an Israeli
his dad was a firefighter.
He's, stay out of this one.
No, I'm not going to. So you think you know better what an Israeli stand for than the Israelis?
I had a friend whose dad was a firefighter, and he just kept bringing up to me the dangers of fucking fucking house fires. And like, don't go to sleep smoking a cigarette, and don't. He wasn't giving me fucking advice. And I was like, bro, yeah, you see house fires all the time, so now you're focused on it. But like, no, it's not actually very likely that what's gonna kill me is a fucking house fire. It's gonna be like a heart attack, or me driving into a car accident, or some stupid shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just like people, what they see is what's salient to them, and that makes them think that what the dangers are. And so there's a danger of you, Buttercup, being so obsessed with this topic that you sort of over exaggerate the danger and the sort of significance of it compared to other things.
Do you think I'm too much compared to other things, as in other other genocides?
Well, I don't even think and I think none of this shit matters compared to like malaria.
Yeah, but our money goes to fund these bombs that go in densely populated areas, and also, I don't know, as Ashkenazic Jews, all my grandparents ended up here and not there by accident of fate. They just happened to miss the boat to Palestine, so then they ended up in America. Like, I feel like whether we like it or not, we have like emotional connections.
Emotional damage!
And it's well-being, right?
I would just recommend you look into the effects of altruism movement, and they like focus on like what issues are in the world are the biggest issues that like affect the most people, and they try to like be very methodical in calculating like exactly how many like life years are saved by different things, and like there are all sorts of things in the world like schistosomiasis, malaria.
Are you trying to give me an anxiety attack? I have listen. This is also from a geopolitical level. It is a very interesting conflict.
I'm just trying to expand your horizons.
Fuck off.
This issue is like the world issue, as opposed to like one issue amongst like a whole bunch of issues.
Yeah, I know. What are you saying? That I've only focused on this topic?
It seems like a monomaniacal focus, yeah.
Okay. Listen, that's the whole reason I'm on this app, because I can't talk about this in my personal life. I can't talk about this with my family. This is like the only outlet I have, because I meet people. I meet people in here that have a high threshold for the conversation, so this is like my only outlet. This is not something you talk about in polite company.
Get better friends, bro.
There's no Jews where I live, so that's a problem.
Dude, where do you live?
Not far from you, Sam.
Oh.
And the Jews in here don't want to hang out with you, so yeah, you're screwed.
Come hang, bro. You in a car?
Me? Yeah, of course.
All the Jews want to hang out there. I'm a Jew, Sam is a Jew, Zabu is an honorary Jew.
I'm right now in a church. You can come hang out in the church and you can play the organ. Oh,
You're
you
gonna
sell that.
burn.
The half moon cookies were a giveaway.
The organ. Sam's organ.
Wait, what? Do you live in a church or just hanging out at one?
I'm in a church. I'm leaving soon, so it's a very brief window, yeah. But
Are you homeless? Like, how did you end up in a church?
my dad owns a couple of churches.
Oh, cool.
Dude, Daniel, I wish I recorded this. I was playing the organ today, and I was like letting my heart out, and I was talking about how like I've made my bed and now I have to lie in it, and I was just like screaming that and it was like really really cathartic, and it probably sounded like shit because it always sounds better in your head than in real life, but oh man, it was a good moment that I had to on the old organ.
Oh, shoot.
We need an organ concert. Please, thanks.
A pro tip for all of you: the black keys are all in a pentatonic scale, so they all sound good playing with each other. So you can just play any of the black keys together and don't touch the white keys, and it will sound good. And you can pretend like you play the piano and make it sound good. And people are like, "Oh, I didn't know you played the piano." It's just like a quick hack. I don't know why this is not common now.
Sam, you should go look to a website called hackertyper.com. It sounds very familiar. Sorry, hackertyper.net.
I've seen that. That's funny.
Is this a troll title?
What?
Have you finally come over to the right side?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how could you got Jimi Hendrix and you got Michael Jordan, you got fucking Martin Luther King, like how are they in the race?
In time, you got Imhotep, Norman.
You're trying to claim King title.
I would say
Maybe that evidence.
I would say the Jews maybe are a close second, but we learned from another fellow earlier this evening in the room that we're all going to be killed. So it's kind of moot.
Yeah. Mark, did you hear my argument for also? So Jews, if you're a Christian, the best human ever is Jesus, which is a Jew. Well, if you're an atheist, the best person ever is Fritz Haber, who's also a Jew. So, you know, we get kind of either way, Jews get the dub, you know? I'm the best person.
What if you're an extremely racist Jew who doesn't like the agricultural innovations that were made possible by the Habash process?
Touche.
Oh my god, Mark is so funny. You're so funny, Mark. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Zachary.
That was full circle. I like it.
Now, if you're a Muslim, the best person ever is Muhammad, but, like, their opinion can be just hand-waved because of, like, you know, Sophia, Maria, and Aisha and stuff. So,
Even if you're not in the running, surely you agree even if you're not a Muslim, surely you agree he's in the running. Like,
no.
He may not have been, like, the sort of seal of the prophets, but he was basically the perfect balance of all attributes, like the perfectly just guy,
Green eggs.
the most articulate guy, the most charismatic, the greatest orator, etc. The perfect balance of all, like the perfect golden mean.
I don't really think so. I mean, I think he's impressive. I mean, he's pretty the ragtag hair, and then, like, conquer the Persians and, like, the Romans. Like, that's pretty impressive. His political acumen, I'll take. Good job on that. But his character, much to be desired. There isn't really anyone like him that's like a mixture of a Jesus and a Genghis Khan.
5 seconds.
Oh, they're getting me down.
No one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Never mind, go ahead.
But for Tabers, this guy figured out how to put nitrogen in the air into like soil, into like fertilizer, and then our ability to like
Hey,
feed
Rivas.
like doubled in its capacity, and we went to be able to feed like I don't know. People say that 1 billion people or more are alive because of this invention. So
And then the Green Revolution happened, and people died.
well, really, it's really the stolen agricultural technology from the Americas and Africa that fed the world, pretty much. I mean, I don't think anyone figured out how to take nitrogen from the air and put it into fertilizer before this. Who domesticated potatoes? Corn.
Motherfucking Irish.
Yams. Yeah, but those are staple crops that feed the world.
Uchiha!
Yeah, but English was not what crops we had available.
The name of this room is
The cherry tomatoes are
Bee
not
People. Superior Race. This is a Sam Rosen production.
Do that.
That's a good point. The Israelis feed the world via cherry tomato.
Israelis feed the world through cybersecurity.
What brings you here, Noodle? I don't know if you guys heard this, but here's a really good idea. So with this Christopher Columbus controversy, we replace Columbus Day with Frank Sinatra Day, so the Italians are still happy, and then we just have a separate day, which is Indigenous Day, so the natives are happy, and then everyone wins. We don't have to have a fight about it. So there's a win-win situation. Sam Rosen, president.
In my country, we call it the race day. The race as in like black race, white race, Mayan race. We call it the race day. Yeah,
Maybe we could have like, during this day we could have like competitive sports matches, like which we sort of, we root for our team like a war, and we can call it the race wars.
Some sports would be pretty competitive, like mixed martial arts would be pretty competitive, but there's other sports where we just.
I think if you tried to like genuinely channel xenophobia and racism into sports, it would probably be wildly popular.
We kind of already do that a little bit. Like white people enjoy rooting for Larry Bird and Nikola Jokic, and black people like rooting for Floyd Mayweather and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. But if we just regimented it so that there was like a black team and a white team, I think a lot of people would tune in to that.
Yeah, that's true. It used to be that white people would do really bad, but right now, two of the best players in the league are Luka and Jokic. So like they're actually the white versus the black team might actually be competitive.
Yeah, but the problem is it's going to be European whites. If you did American whites versus American blacks, the American whites get their ass kicked.
Yeah, but why would
Right?
you? This is the race wars. This is not the American race wars. Okay.
No, but the point is like, basically the best NBA players, they may be white, but they're all European white.
Yeah, but they're white.
So what?
I mean, come on, there's a big difference between an American white and a European white. They're like practically different species.
Yeah, you should Google the Amerimut meme. I think it will illustrate vividly the race differences between so-called American whites and European.
Issa, have you heard of something called like the cosmic race, or is that obscure?
No, I have never.
I heard that
Cosmic race.
in Mexico, there's this idea that like because Mexicans are like a mixture of like white people and native people and black people, that they've like fused to become like a universal race. That's like that's like the best race. Like the joining of all the races together, which It's like a cosmic race.
No, I have never heard of this. But actually, really, also black people. We don't have a lot of black people in our countries.
That's true.
I'm not surprised by that one.
Brazil has lots of black people, though.
Yeah, they're black. Well, yeah, I don't know. There are certain areas in Latin America with black people. That's where they would put the slaves that they would bring from Africa, like Belize, for example. Belize was before from Guatemala, and there's a very specific culture there. It's called Garifuna, and yeah, it's like this mix of African with Mayan, and I don't know. It's like really cool, and only there you will find that culture.
That's cool. I didn't know that about Belize.
Yeah. You find there like a blend of Mayan and African, like in the food, in the music, everything.
I have a big stereotype in my head about Belize being particularly beautiful, but other than that, I knew absolutely nothing about it.
You're from South America?
Me, I'm from Guatemala, yeah. That's Central America, but yeah, I take South.
I'm mixed up. You guys killed a lot of the black people there.
No, we don't have a lot of black people.
No. There was slavery all over Central and South America.
Yeah, there were slaves, but no black slaves, but Mayan slaves, and we had all our type of slaves.
There were black people there. That's not true.
Oh my God, I'm telling you that we don't have a lot of black people. I'm not saying black people don't exist in our places, but we don't get a lot of black people. No.
They were killed.
They would
I have a question. Issa, are you of Criollo descent by?
No, I am a mestiza. In fact, my mom is Spanish, 100% Spanish. They immigrated from Spain to Guatemala, and then she married a Guatemalan, and she had me.
Peninsular descent.
What?
Of peninsular descent.
Oh shit. What the hell?
Yo man, I just came in here, so my
So please post your 23andMe in the chat.
Hold on.
anyways. But I literally, like, for my anthropology class, like, I literally did, like, a whole ethnographic summary of Brazil, and you do realize that Brazil had the highest slave population in the Americas, and so many slaves died, and the average life expectancy was like 25, that new slaves kept having to be imported because of the number of high deaths of slaves at the back.
And that is Brazil. I am in Central America and South America is very different. So you have, in Brazil, in fact, was colonized by the Portuguese, not by the Spaniards.
Yeah, but there was a lot of black slaves in Honduras.
Type of context there.
There's a lot of black slaves in Honduras, Panama, Colombia, Ecuador. Like, there's a bunch of black slaves in these countries.
The earliest places to have slavery in the Americas were literally Veracruz, Mexico, Lima, Peru, and then Mexico City, which Lima, Peru had significantly high slave populations. Like, there's this book, I think it's what's that name? The Transatlantic Slave Trade Census. Like, it gives you the numbers, like, very, very.
But Peru was largely successful in gentrifying the blacks from their society, unlike Ecuador and Colombia, or Panama, or Honduras.
Just think about Honduras. Like, I was hanging out with Garifuna people. So the Garifuna were a group in the Americas that were never enslaved. So they pretty much are descended from West Africans, primarily of Ibibio descents, mixed with Carib and Arawak, and they hijacked the slave ship, and then the British they got shipwrecked to St. Vincent, I think, and the British tried to genocide them there. And they tried to send them to Roatan after going through Superior Islands, but at Roatan, where the British let them on like a desolate island to die, like they're able to escape and settle many communities. So there's still surviving populations today, and they
Okay, Mark, PTR, Mark.
the Khalifa, no, man, they really fought the British. Like, there's a dude named Joseph Soye, and this dude had like 5 wives, and he kept reproducing so that he would have like an army to defeat the British. And the British wanted to genocide the Khalifa for that exact.
Okay, so your story checks out for now, but watch.
I thought you were a Jew. I didn't know you were a castiza.
Yeah, I am.
No, she's 0.5% Ashkenazi. She's part of the tribe.
I always the criollos that have like taste like this, especially like the Argentinians. Like, see how you guys act.
Yeah, there is someone in the Jewish clubhouse that they put together like a project, to see like who is related to whom and whatever. And so Elena, the woman doing this, she's like, Isa, why don't you upload your genealogy, whatever? So I did, and apparently Norm and I share a common ancestor like 7 generations ago.
Nice. By the way, I thought that castiza just meant any intermixed Spanish with indigenous, but apparently it's...
No, that's mestizo.
It's 3/4 and 1/4, which is exactly what you are. So, like...
Already?
Damn, you're, like, literally a castiza. You're, like, platonic castiza.
I actually just logged into 23andMe, and my Ashkenazi ancestry is way down to 99.2%.
Jeez.
You know, El Hike thinks that's BS.
Yeah, I mean, he's quite fringe.
Mark, have you ever played Cookie Clicker?
I think so. I definitely know of it.
Dude, right now I have so many cookies.
Isn't there the one where you just like pay $1 to click the button?
No. You click the cookie to get cookies, and then that causes you to be able to buy grandmas and farms and stuff.
Oh, so is it just a generic idle game?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I played many idle games.
Look at my picture. But go ahead.
Hey, my bad.
No, go ahead.
So y'all know that during like the 1800s, like since Mexico after Mexico had a revolution, like it banned slavery. The first president was Vincent, I think Guerrero. Like I think he was of African descent, and a lot of African Americans settled in the northern parts of Mexico to escape slavery, and I think it did serve as a refuge, but eventually a white group of people were settling in that land, and they were illegally going against the Mexican government's slave policy that banned slavery, and the whites were doing that, and eventually the whites got mad, so they revolted against the government of Mexico, and that is how the Texas Revolution happened. They have that slogan, "Remember the Alamo."
Alamo is where the Texas is occupied Mexican soil.
And literally the reason for why there was the Texas Revolution was to hold slaves. That was the main reason.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Black people are in this.
Child, I'm gonna let you enjoy your little fun.
Yeah, let the terrorist stay. Don't kick him out. Let the terrorist.
Do you think that Jesus is black?
No, Jesus was Jewish, but Jesus is a universal figure, so there's nothing wrong with depicting him as black. And in fact, now I think that Jesus can appear to people in different ways, including as a black.
That's a legitimately good answer.
Damn, do you have a defeater?
That seemed right to me. Something I think is a little bit funny is that sometimes black people will say that the image of Jesus comes from Caesar Borgia, but that guy lived in like the 1500s, some shit like that. Whereas the image of Christ with like a long face, long hair, long nose, kind of European-ish features goes back like 1,000 years earlier to like Byzantine Greek depictions of like the Christ Pantocrator and stuff. Doesn't have anything to do with Cesar Borgia.
Cesar Borgia was a really handsome guy. I hope Christ looked like.
In the earliest, the main cultures at the time of the Mediterranean that had icons were of Hellenistic origin. So Hellenists focus on realistic proportions, and so I'm not surprised that the depiction of Jesus as a fair-skinned man with long hair looked like that, because the culture at the time depicted people that way, such as like Alnisa Diana. So yeah, Jesus probably looked not exactly like that. We don't know how he looked like, but we're getting close to a physical description by when it says the 12 apostles were mistaken for Jesus when they were put before the Sanhedrin. So they probably look similar. And if you look at depictions of like Apostle Peter, for example, or Apostle John, like they have various Jewish features. Like if you look at Apostle Peter and
What's good, family?
What up, what up?
Yeah, on this account, I'm only adding real ones. Let's see.
Let's see here. Hope that be winning.
No, I got a new phone, and I forgot the fucking text now number I put my last account at, so I guess it's just lost in the ether.
I feel the same way.
Well, you just try random ones until you get it.
And I can't actually say
Cryptocurrency?
You said what?
Did you say you lost Ethereum?
No, it's just like my last account, I don't feel like fucking recovering it, because yeah, my iPhone broke, and basically the only way I can get on my last account is if I fucking fix my old iPhone, and I don't feel like doing that, so.
What was your name on your last account? I'm curious.
NPC.
Okay.
NPC123.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if I'd been in a room with you before, so I wasn't sure if I recognized them.
Oh, we've been in rooms before, but I don't think this is actually the first time we speak.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's probably why I might not. I mean, sometimes I'm in rooms but not attending to my phone, so I might not.
Are you a Jew?
Ethnically.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, I'm more specifically, according to my newly updated 23andMe, I'm 99.2% a Jew.
What's your other thing that you are?
I logged out, but it's various trace ancestry buckets that are all like 0.2%. One of them, it just has 11, so which is probably just, some kind of, Sephardic Jew. But there's also Egyptian, something else, and just generic North African.
would be a component. See, like I think that like when it comes to Jewish, like, and correct me if I'm wrong here because I'm not well read on the DNA studies, but I think that when it comes to Jewish, like, wouldn't it be that their allelic frequencies that opposed to what they are share common origins of the Canaanite population, so they're not really distinguishable from other groups from the time. But wouldn't it be that when they diverge through history, they develop their own specific Y chromosome lineages, like those are the Kohanim for?
I mean, that's right to a significant extent. I mean, there's no Y haplogroup that's truly characteristic of Jews as a whole or any specific Jewish group. It's just that there's some that are.
I'm sorry to interrupt. But I just want to ask: is Jew? You said 92% Jew. I think a Jew, it's a religion. It's not a race.
I meant Ashkenazi, not Jew.
Why are you laughing about that? But yeah, Do you know the Zizian?
I was laughing because he was saying 99%, 92% easy.
You know the Zizian drone?
Yeah, I read about it. It sounded pretty exciting. I had been following them for years before they started committing legit crimes, i.e. murder.
So, one of my friends is a trans rationalist, and they were trying to, like, convince other trans rationalists not to join the Zizians without getting killed themselves, you know, trying to, like, stay in the shadows, but, like, be it. And I was just, like, trying to tell my friend, like, listen, if there's a kind of person that wants to join, like, a murderous cult, you shouldn't put that much effort into stopping them. Like, if one of my homies wants to join Hamas, like, if you're the kind of person that wants to join fucking Hamas, then, like, fucking, yeah, like, fuck off. Like, I don't know. So, that was my advice to my friend. But anyway, I told you that because I want to tell you this, which is their trial is now happening.
Holy shit.
I want to read you transcripts from the trial.
Those are going to be complete gibberish.
Check this out. As the judge asked basic questions such as whether she had read the indictment and understood the maximum possible penalties, Lasota chided the mock proceedings and said Miller was a participant in an organized crime ring led by the United States in slavery. Miller struggled to get Lasota to answer basic questions. Please state your name for the record, the court clerk said. Justice. What is your age? Timeless. What year were you born? I had been born many times. And then another part of their transcripts. I am an innocent woman. I've done nothing wrong. This is a show trial to coordinate the genocide of transgender people. What will you do when they come for you? Latham said with a raised voice, reading from a piece of paper in her shackled hands. Latham also accused prison guards of denying her estrogen while in custody, saying she's been kidnapped by a gang of dead-eyed brutes. Where have the good men gone? Where are the gods? She questioned. I need to see a video transcript of this trial.
If it didn't, like, permanently discredit the rationalists as a whole in the public consciousness, I would kill for some kind of TV show about the Zizian epic.
How familiar are you with their, like, ideology of, like, the...
Well, every now and then... every now and then I would pop in, like, for years prior to shit going down, I would pop into their website, sinseriously.xyz, and it was all just, like, infinite florid nonsense. It was kind of hard to decipher what exactly their ideology was, but I read from other rationalists who had, like, kicked them out of events, you know, what they'd done to deserve to get kicked out, and got a general sense of what they believe.
Well, one big thing that they believed is that, like, the two hemispheres of the brain, if you do certain kinds of sleep things, you can make each one of them, like, wake up and be, like, its own locus of consciousness or something like that, which is, like, a really wonderful level of crackpottery, you know? They also thought that the Ziz herself was, like, perfect, like, morally perfect, you know? And kind of, like, treated her as, like, a god. That was pretty interesting.
Do you know where we left off?
Yeah. Let me just get it. We are on, because I read one the other day to you. We are on page 74. Clue the map. Has your name all over it. Oh my god, my voice. I moved her to the red tab. Oh, now my dry. I moved the carpet a little bit so you You there, Dan?
Yeah. Would you like me to read it?
Yeah, we're gonna read the death bombs.
This one looks really scary.
Yeah, the nose on that guy.
What are we talking about?
A Light in the Attic, Shel Silverstein.
Oh wow, yeah. I remember that one.
We've been reading poems, taking turns.
I'll tell you the story of Clooney the Clown, who worked in a circus that came through town. His shoes were too big and his hat was too small. But he just wasn't funny at all. He had a trombone to play loudly silly tunes. He had a green dog and 1,000 balloons. He was floppy and sloppy and skinny and tall. But he just wasn't funny at all. And every time he did a trick, everyone felt a little sick. And every time he told a joke, folks sighed as if their hearts were broke. For every time he lost a shoe, everyone looked awfully blue. And every time he stood on his head, everyone screamed, "Go back to bed." And every time he made a leap, everybody fell asleep. And every time he ate his tie, everyone began to cry. And Clooney could not make any money simply because he was not funny. That's so sad.
I know.
Is the next one more of it?
Yeah, it's the continuation of the table.
One day he said, "I'll tell this town how it feels to be an unfunny clown." And he told them why he looked so sad. And he told them all why he felt so sad, felt so bad. He told of pain and rain and cold. He told of darkness in his soul. And after he finished his tale of woe, did everyone cry? Oh, no, no, no. They laughed until they shook the trees with ha, ha, ha's and he-he-he's. They laughed with howls and yowls and shrieks. They laughed all day, they laughed all week. They laughed until they had a fit. They laughed until their jackets split. The laughter spread for miles around to every city and every town, over mountains, across the sea, from St. Tropez to Mont-Saint-Denis. And soon the whole world rang with laughter, lasting till forever after, while Clooney stood in the circus tent, with his head drooped low and his shoulders bent, and he said, "This is not what I meant. I'm funny just by accident." And while the world laughed, Clooney the Clown sat down and cried.
Oh my god.
Shel Silverstein, A Light in the Attic, Clooney the Clown.
Oh my god. That's so sad.
So sad.
That was brutal. Imagine reading that to a kid. Oh my god.
No, but that's what we were giving as kids.
I know, that's
They were like, "All right, look at this."
wild.
You know what's up,
Okay.
Professor?
Oh my god. Trying on clothes. I tried on the farmer's hat. Didn't fit. A little too small. Just a bit. Too floppy. Couldn't get used to it. Took it off. I tried on the dancer shoes. A little too loose. Not the kind you could use for walking. Didn't feel right in them. Kicked them off. I tried on the summer run. Felt good. Nice and warm. Knew it would. Tried the grass beneath bare feet. Felt neat. Finally, felt well dressed. Nature's clothes just fit me best. Wow. Wow.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Would you like to do another?
Sure.
Thank you, Seth. Yeah, you can tend to your knickers.
I'll get them after.
Oh, 800 pairs.
They're all washed. They're all clean.
They're crawling.
Shapes. A square was sitting quietly outside his rectangular shack when a triangle came down, kerplunk, and struck him in the back. I must go to the hospital. and took him there. Oh my god. Oh my god, the triangle, the square, and the circle are friends. Oh my god, that's epic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Sam, are you there?
Okay. Are you okay, Sammy? Sammy, are you okay? Are you okay, Sammy? Sammy, are you okay? Can we do that to Sam?
Yeah, what's up, dogs?
Sam, does that bother you?
No.
Sammy, are you okay? Are you okay, Sammy? Sammy, are you okay? This is what we'll say if you're down and gloomy, and we'll wake you up in this way.
Yeah.
That was nice. That sounds good.
So sleepy.
Don't supersede the light in the attic. Tired. I've been working so hard, just wouldn't believe. And I'm tired. There's so little time and so much to achieve, and I'm tired. I've been lying here holding the grass in its place, pressing a leaf with the side of my face, tasting the apples to see if they're sweet, counting the toes on a centipede's feet. I've been memorizing the shape of the cloud, warning the robins to not chirp so loud, shooing the butterflies off the tomatoes, keeping an eye out for the floods and tornadoes. I've been supervising the work of the ants and thinking of pruning the cantaloupe plants, timing the sun to see what time it sets, calling the fish to swim into my nets. And I've taken 12,041 breaths, and I'm tired.
Whoa. You know what's fun about reading these rhymes is like you want to say like, oh, maybe ants rhymes with pants, but then you like it forces you to like stop and be like, oh wait, this word is actually plants. So the rhyme, I find I'm always tripping up on it because I'm like anticipating it's gonna be something, and it's like, oh wait, like don't take it for granted, you know? It's really good. Prehistoric. These lizards, toads, and turtles, deer, with which you love to play, were dinosaurs and plesiosaurs in prehistoric days. They fought the armored Ankylosaurus and wild Brontosaurus.
Zebu, can I take over this one? I just feel like the pronunciations would be probably better. What's the name of it?
Prehistoric.
Prehistoric.
It's meant for you. And thanks for insulting. I appreciate it.
Now you were just getting all the dinosaur names wrong, and
sorry to insult you.
I didn't like that. I just pull this up. Sorry for the delay. Oh my god, where's the lyric? What do you guys find the lyrics for this?
PDF. A light in the attic, shelf Silverstein. It'll come up as a Internet Archive document.
I see.
And we're on page 79.
Okie-dokie, artichoke.
Sammy, are you okay? Are you okay, Sammy? Sammy, are you okay?
These lizards, toads, turtles, deer, with which you love to play, were dinosaurs and plesiosaurs in prehistoric days. They fought with armored ankylosaurs and wild brontosaurus, glyptodons and varanids and hungry plesiosaurus, shark-like ichthyosaurs and flying pterodons, Tyrannosaurus, Chronosaurus, and treacherous Trachodon, shrieking Archaeopteryx, Triceratops as well, and those I can't pronounce, nor even try to spell, but anyway, they slowly turned to lizards, turtles, and snakes, and all the
brave and wild prehistoric people. They turn to us for goodness sakes.
He's the only person that could have read that.
Yeah, totally. But I like how the poem itself acknowledges that they're like hard to pronounce. So like,
He doesn't say. No, but the funny part about the poem is that it expects the reader not to be able to say it.
yeah,
And also Sam missed a word.
yeah.
And all the brave and wild and woolly prehistoric people, they're turned into us. Turned into us, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
That was fantastic, Sam.
That was so good.
Here's my issue though, is that the fucking dinosaurs didn't turn into fucking lizards. They turned into birds.
Oh,
Turn into fucking birds, you fucking dirtbag. Fucking liar. They fucking didn't turn into fucking snakes and shit, you fucking bitch.
You should rewrite that poem.
Shel Silverstein, a lightning edge, age 80. My guitar. Oh, wouldn't it be a most wondrous thing to have a guitar that could play and could sing? By itself, what an absolute joy it would be to have a guitar that didn't need me.
Oh my god. Your guitar needs you, Daniel. Don't neglect it.
Please play Spelling Bee. This one really struck my mind as a boy, and I don't know why it was given to us. I think it was sometime in the second grade. But I remember seeing these butt cheeks.
Oh my god.
And would you like to read it for us, love?
Sure.
Thank you.
Spelling bee. I got stung by a bee. I won't tell you where. I got stung by a bee. I was just lying there. And it tattooed a message I can't let you see that spells out, hello, you've been stung by a bee. Say you little butt. Little butt. Sam, do you want to read one? Sorry, Daniel, what? Dan?
Sammy, are you okay? Are you okay? And Sammy, are you okay?
What do I to read?
Page 82.
Always sprinkle pepper, page 82, a light in the attic.
Always sprinkle pepper in your hair. Always sprinkle pepper in your hair. For then if you're kidnapped by a wild Barbazoop, who sells you to a rag hag, wants you for a soup, she'll pick you up and sniff you, and she'll sneeze, achoo, and say, my tot, you're much too hot, I fear you'll never do. And with a shout, she'll show you out, you'll run away from there, and soon you'll be safe at home, sitting in your chair. If you always sprinkle pepper in your hair.
Barbazoop. Ragged hag.
I'd like to read something from Shel Silverstein. It's called Peckin'. The saddest thing I ever did see was a woodpecker pecking at a plastic tree. He looks at me and, friend, says he, things ain't as sweet as they used to be.
Crazy. Do you want to read the next one, Daniel?
Yeah, hi Alderman. How are you, bro?
This is called Turtle. Our turtle did not eat today, just lies on its back in the strangest way, and doesn't move. I tickled him and poked him and dangled a string in front of him. But he just lies there, stiff and cold, and sort of staring straight ahead. Jim says he's dead. Oh no, say I. A wooden turtle cannot die.
Daniel, do you want to read It's Hot? shoes off and sit around in the shade. It's hot. My back is sticky. Sweat rolls down my chin. I think I'll take my clothes off and sit around in my skin. It's hot. I've tried with electric fans and pools and ice cream cones. I think I'll take my skin off and sit around in my bones. It's still hot. Oh my god. I want to read the last one. It's hot. It's hot.
Let's greet Elder Tara here. Great brother, you are a special guest, and your presence here is most honored. Thanks for being with us, brother.
Thank you. This is a great topic. Great topic. Yes, I must agree with the topic. Black people are superior race. I believe so. I definitely believe so.
What makes you think so?
Well, if we look at 500 years of lying history, then obviously we would say no way. But if we look at true history, then we would say yes. If we look at ruling the earth almost 3,000 years before Caucasians was even any significance, then we would say yes. Historically, if we look at the Egyptians, which Caucasians been known to lie about and whitewash and say that they're Europeans, and Napoleon shot the Sphinx head noses off because it was two Negroes, and then if we look at the Egyptians, and David, and whether you believe in the story or not, you see they're dark-skinned people. And if we look at history, we're in the first beginning, and we would say for sure. But if we look, like I said, if we look at lying history, then we would say, nah, that's crazy.
Thank you for that. Do you think that even though we are flawed and we failed and are inferior, do you think that we're still worthy of your love? Oh, he left.
He said his piece and he left.
It's a shame. I feel like I learned a lot from him.
What does the superiority mean? I jumped overseas. It's called It's Hot. It's hot. I can't get cool. I've drunk a quart of lemonade. Wait, didn't you read this?
I read that.
Yeah, but you can read it again if you want.
No, I'm gonna read Crowded Tub.
Okay.
I want you to appreciate the imagery here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Crowded tub, Shel Silverstein, a light in the attic. There's too many kids in this fucking tub. There's too many elbows to scrub. I just washed them behind. And I'm sure it wasn't mine. There's too many kids in this tub.
Alright, I want to read one. It's called The Hippo's Hope. There once was a hippo who wanted to fly. Fly high D, try ID, my high D ho. So he sewed up some wings so he could flap through the sky. Sky he D, fly he D, Y D D go. He climbed to the top of mountain snow. Snow he D, slow he D, oh he D do ho. With the clouds high above him and sea down below. Where he D, there he D, scared he be do. And he flipped and he flapped and he bellowed so loud. Now he D loudy D proudy D poop. And he sailed like an eagle off in the clouds. High he D fly he D ride he D boop.
Keep going.
Well, those are different endings of it. I just chose the happy ending.
Oh, I see. Cute.
I'd like to read What If. Last night, while I was thinking here, same old what if song. What if I'm dumb in school? What if they've closed the swimming pool? What if I get beat up? What if there's poison in my cup? What if I start to cry? What if I get sick and die? What if I flunk that test? What if green hair grows on my chest? What if nobody likes me? What if a bolt of lightning strikes me? What if I grow taller? What if my head starts getting smaller? What if the fish won't bite? What if the wind tears up my kite? Tears. What if the wind tears up my kite? What if they start a war? What if my parents get divorced? What if the bus is too late? What if my teeth don't grow in straight? What if I tear my pants? What if I never learn to dance? Everything seems swell. And in the nighttime, what if strike again?
Ooh, anxiety.
Can you read Sour-Faced Anne for us, Professor Zabine?
Sure. Sour-Faced Anne. Sour-Faced Anne with your chin in your hand. Haven't you ever been pleased? You used to complain that you had no fur coat, and now you complain of the fleas. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'd like to read just one more. We're progressing. We're almost done. The Climbers. A mountain climbing exploration took us to these distant peaks where no one's ever been before. Was it my imagination? Did I feel this mountain move? Did I hear it snore?
I like the little moon drawing. Hello. And this little person sliding down the hill. How many pages does your have?
350,282.4.
No, I mean like of the actual.
And it is.
What?
It's
amazing.
Editor's cut.
Sam, do you want to read the next one? He's sleeping already. Rockabye. Rockabye? Rockabye. Rockabye baby. Oh my god. Rockabye baby in the treetop. Don't you know a treetop is no safe place to rock? And who put you up there? And your cradle too? Baby, I think someone down here's got it in for you. Imagine saying that to your kid. Oh my god.
That's a lot like we imagine saying it to our children.
Oh my
The little boy and the old man. Said the little boy, sometimes I drop my spoon. Said the little old man, I do that too. The little boy whispered, I wet my pants. I do that too, laughed the little old man. Said the little boy, I often cry. The old man nodded. So do I. But worst of all, said the boy, it seems grown-ups don't pay attention to me. And he felt the warmth of a wrinkled old man. I know what you mean, said the little old man.
Wow. That kind of reminds me of what we were reading before. That old man. What was it? Huckleberry Finn or something? The Ernest Hemingway book? You remember, Daniel? Daniel?
Old Man in the Sea, Hemingway.
Old Man, yeah.
It's very sad to neglect such a wrinkled old sad man.
Yeah.
Would you like to read one, Professor Zabine?
Sure. This one's called Surprise! My grandpa went to Myrtle Beach and sent us back a turtle each. And then he went to Kathmandu and mailed a real live cockatoo. From Rio and up and iguana came, a smelly goat arrived from Spain. Now he's in India, you see. My grandpa always thinks of me.
pretty big.
It's massive, and it has legs.
Well, he was in India.
Well, could be an elephant.
There you go. This one's called Ticklish Tom. Did you hear about Ticklish Tom? Get kicked by his mom. Wiggled and giggled and fell on the floor, laughed and rolled right out the door. All the way to school, and then he got tickled by his friends. Laughed till he fell off his stool. Laughed and rolled right out of school. Down the stairs and finally stopped till he got tickled by a cop. And all the more that he kept giggling, all the more the folks kept tickling. He shrieked and screamed and rolled around, laughed his way right out of town. Through the country down the road, he got tickled by a toad. Past the mountains, across the plain, tickled by a falling rain. Tickled by the soft brown grass, tickled by the clouds that passed, giggling, rolling on his back. He rolled on the railroad track. Rumble, rumble, whistle, roar. Tom ain't ticklish anymore.
Wow. Also, can you see the image on the next page too?
Oh, yeah. Nail
Because
biting.
there's like the kid tumbling, and this like old man looks like he's staring at the kid while he's like sucking on his hand. That's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
The nail biter. Some people manicure their nails. Some people trim them neatly. Some people keep them filed down. I bite them off completely. Yes, it's a nasty habit, but before you start to scold, remember, I've never ever scratched a single soul.
That was fantastic, Professor Zabine.
Thank you.
I wish I could do extra credit for you because of all this nasty, because of all the latenesses. I'm sorry.
No.
Is there any way that you can not fail me?
Yeah, I won't fail you as we read the next poem.
Alright, fair enough. This is for Professor Zabine. For my extra credit, page 100. Joel Silverstein, A Light in the Attic. The fly is in. The fly is in. The milk is in. The bottle is in. The fridge is in. The kitchen is in. The house is in. The town. The flea is on the dog. Is on the quilt. Is on the bed. Is on the carpet. Is on the floor. Is on the ground. The worm is under the ground. Is under the grass. Is under the blanket. Is under the diaper. Is under the baby. Is under the tree. The bee is bothering. The puppy is bothering. The dog is bothering the cat. Is bothering the baby. Is bothering mama. Is bothering me.
Whoa. I like that. A little trippy there. Good job. You get your extra credit. Congratulations. You're going to graduate. Here's your diploma.
Thank you, Professor Zalpine. You're a very good professor, and I learned a lot in your courses.
You're a very good student, and I learned a lot from you, too. Strange wind. Huh?
Are you just saying that to be kind?
No, I'm saying it because you're fucking awesome. And really, you're my professor.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
You're
But I don't have any credentials.
Your maps. Your maps are credentials.
Thank you.
Thank you. Strange wind. What a strange wind it was today. Whistling and whirling and skirling away. Like a worried old woman with so much to say. What a strange wind it was today. What a strange wind it was today. Cool and clear from a sky so gray. and my hat stayed on, but my head blew away. What a strange wind it was today.
I'd like to read a poem, page 102 of A Light in the Attic, for Professor Zubby. It is called 1-2. 1-2, buckle my shoe. Buckle your own shoe. Who said that? I did. What are you going to? What are you doing with those silly buckles on your shoes anyway? 3, 4, shut the door. You shut it. You opened it. 5, 6, pick up sticks. Why should I pick them up? You think I'm your slave? Buckle my shoe, shut the door, pick up sticks. Next thing you'll be telling me to lay them straight. But it's only a poem. 9, 10, a big fat oh never mind.
Wow, this is like either a schizophrenic person or somebody with a really bad inner critic.
Yes, sweetheart. Would you care to share another one with us?
Sure. Tusk. The walrus got braces, and that's why his face is a tangle of wires and steel. He'll sit and he'll wait till his tusks are both straight, and then think how happy he'll feel. But meanwhile, they're ruining his meal. Oh my God. For the audience, there's an illustration of a walrus with braces. Whoa.
Captain Blackbeard did what? The sea is a-roaring, the seagulls they screech. The bosun he rants and he raves. And the whole scurvy crew says it's true, yes, it's true. Old Captain Blackbeard shaved.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yes, it's true, old Captain Blackbeard shaved. We had buried some treasure and bodies as well, and was just sailing back from the cave, when he calls for boiled water and stomps down below, and gore, but he comes up shaved. There's a chickenish stubble, a fish belly skin, on that face once so blazing and brave, and his old faithful parrot can hardly bear it, since old Captain Blackbeard shaved. When he shouts, board and sink her, it sounds like a clinker, and gets lots of laughs from the slaves. And his loud body songs seem a little bit wrong, since old Captain Blackbeard shaved. Now no one is fearing his look or his lash, or his threats of a watery grave. And things ain't the same in the pirate game since old Captain Blackbeard beard shaved.
Oh my God. What an illustration.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Ooh, it is. She screamed it. Okay, this might be my last one that I read for today. Magic carpet. You have a magic carpet that will whiz you through the air to Spain or Maine or Africa if you just tell it where. So will you let it take you where you've never been before? Or will you buy some drapes to match and you? Oh my God, that's so good. Imagine all of our carpets are just magic carpets, but we haven't tried to fly them, so they're just like stuck where they are.
So beautiful there.
Wouldn't you want to just try to fly your carpet?
Yeah.
Can you see your carpet?
I have 5 of them.
Pick one and try. I dare you.
That could be dangerous, I mean. you do this?
He just sounds like he's so cozy. I feel so like he's in like a safe place. It's like a sleep.
I said, wait, you want to come on up? Look at you. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
Do you want to read the next one?
If you insist.
Yes, please.
Outside or underneath? Bob bought a $100 suit but couldn't afford any underwear. Says he, if you're outside, looks real good, no one will know what's under there. Jack bought some $100 shoes but wore a suit with rips and tears. Says he, it won't matter what people see as long as I know what's under there. Tom bought a flute and a box of crayons, some bread, cheese, and a golden pair. And as for his suit or his underwear, he doesn't think much about them or care.
It's like the opposite of my problem.
Why do we buy clothes and shit?
I'm just buying underwear.
You change them 8 times a day.
It's not my fault.
Well, why do you change them so often?
Because I work out. Like, you're sleeping in them for 8 hours. Don't you want to change them?
Well, yeah.
So then I wake up, I change them, I work out, I take a shower, I wear new ones, and then yeah.
How often do you change them?
I think I change them about 3 times a day.
Good. Yeah, have you ever thought not to wear them at all?
Yeah, I have those days too.
Good.
I thought I'd be having more of them, but not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Do you get the same style?
Yeah. Mostly. What about you?
I don't wear underwear.
Nice. I think we should save the next one for the next time.
Okay.
Because I think I want to go to bed in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, well, thank you for reading with me.
Thank you for reading it with me. It was so nice. I'm so glad I got it.
It'll be a landmark moment when we finally finish it. We're going to have to go to a summary.
Yeah. Do you think we'll choose the same author or a different one?
I think we'll be hyper-fixated and we'll choose the same author because we want to go through his whole catalog.
Oh my god, that would be so much fun to do with you. I'd be so honored. You are my professor.
Oh, what?
You teach me so much. I came onto this app and you were reading that book, and now you show me all these maps you have, and you're always teaching me things, and now we're reading together, and oh my god. You taught me about this author, you know? Come on.
There's a lot I've got to give. But Professor Zabi, not quite as much as you. Where would I be if it weren't for you?
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're so sweet, Daniel.
I'm really hoping for an egg.
You have an A+, my dear. And now that you're not my student anymore.
I just want to sit all night listening to you crunch on sesame crackers and tell me stories of your childhood.
I just told about how I was bullied.
Oh?
We had a really intense conversation.
I remember you told me a bit about it and it was very heartbreaking.
sesame crackers in a long time, so I'll do that.
Yeah, they seem to be like the most crisp that you can express in a bite. So bite for bite, they seem to be like the best way to crack and crumble and crisp and crunch.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know, even munch.
Even munch. Do you like Robert Munch?
What?
Do you like Robert Munch?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Robert Munch is that, like, children's author.
Can we make samosas?
Yeah.
Like legit.
Can we make the meat ones that are made in Kenya?
Yeah. How do you fry them though?
Yeah, we can fry them.
You have an air fryer?
No, I just would fry them I have a stainless steel pan.
What if it roils and rumbles and boils over?
It won't boil over, but it would be fun if it did.
No, that wouldn't be fun. That would be horrifying.
With the samosa, because it's meat, you could just like put a shallow bit of oil, and then just flip them.
Do you know the pastry that you use or the bread?
Yeah.
Do you know how to make it?
Yeah, but also you can just get them from you can just use the egg roll sheets from the Asian grocery store.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or
you can go to an Indian grocery store and then they'll have the samosa sheets.
can we make vegetable Manchurian?
Yeah.
Or gobi Manchurian?
Yeah.
Or chili chicken?
Oh my god, I love chili chicken. I love
chili
eating
chicken?
Chinese food. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
I love it so much. How the Chinese food's so good and it's spicy.
Oh god. I love really hot chili chicken and really hot gobi Manchurian, cauliflower, fried cauliflower.
Yeah. It snowed today.
Where?
Realizing how it's cold all of a sudden in my room. Oh, I'm shivering.
Didn't make your nipples erect.
They did. It did.
I give them a little pinch one by one.
Oh my god. All these people in the audience are like, what? I'm switching my socks again for the third time.
Oh.
Because people think you don't sweat in the winter, but you do sweat. Your feet sweat. And it's important to change your socks because if your feet are getting cold, it's probably because your feet were sweating. Now, I don't usually sleep with socks, but it's so cold that what I'll do is I'll fall asleep with socks, and then at some point in the night, it'll just slide off my feet.
Don't you wear tighter socks?
No, I like it that they slip off my feet.
How could socks slip off your feet?
Because I like push them off without even like realizing that I do it. And they wake up and I'm like, I must have taken off my socks.
You feel constrained.
Yeah, but then it's like too warm, you know? And I do this thing where I rub my feet like a grasshopper. Or like a fly. You know how flies like rub their feet?
That's hilarious.
Totally.
Dude, socks make. When I take my socks off, I get so itchy.
Oh, because your feet are dry?
I don't know what it is. Oh, it just
I have
feels
this lotion I'll get you.
Really?
Yeah, I have this little basket of stuff that I'm sending you. I'll get you some of this too.
But I want to know what you smell like and what you use so I can.
Yeah. This one is shea butter with comfrey oil. It's really good.
Good.
I'm just gonna pee, hold on, okay?
up. Yeah. Daddy boy. Bust your hair. Yeah, it's so cute.
We're gonna invite people in to have him listen. We're gonna have people listen. I didn't know if he farts.
He's the one who farted.
He hasn't farted yet.
We're just waiting.
Okay.
Can you imagine me just stay up all night waiting to see if he
I still remember the video when Bath was snoring back then. You remember that?
Was it a video of him snoring?
Yeah, on Tom Rabbit's channel. Bath falls asleep while on Clubhouse. He's drunk as hell and just. Well, he might have been drunk, I'm not sure, but yeah, he falls asleep and him snoring and shit.
Oh. Yeah. Am I gonna fall asleep in a minute?
I voted yes.
You voted yes. Did you hear him fart? Yes, I did. No, I didn't.
So fair.
Because when I hear him fart, I really want to hear him fart, you know?
Let's wait until we hear at least one.
Because I want to be like, oh my god, I've heard you fart. He sounds like a little baby. My best friend had a baby just a few weeks ago, and he like has it in this like swaddle thing, and has been like carrying the baby like all the time, and then like it just like falls asleep on his chest because he just like does like baby like just passes out. Yes, he's so cute. Her name is Zora. So cute. Yeah. So cute. She's so cute. He's so tiny. So like my like WhatsApp is like filled with all of her baby pictures. She's like not even one. She's so tiny. Oh my god. Like hasn't even been alive for a month yet.
Well, when she's 2, she'll be bigger than you.
Thanks, Buster. Classic joke.
Classic.
Classic joke. Everybody makes it. Way to go, Buster. So original. Never heard that one before.
I had to, yeah. I had to.
Marcus. Marcus.
What up, Marcus?
Hey.
My brother from another mother.
Sarah's sleeping.
Zachary. I was going to send you some healing.
Oh yeah, send me some healing, please.
I'll send you some texts. That's going to be textual healing.
Thank you.
Come on. I'll send you textual healing.
Yeah.
Textual.
Healing.
Come on.
Yeah, I love that. We're waiting to see if Sam will fart.
Of course he will.
It's just a matter of time.
How many
One of us will fart before Sam does.
How are you going to recognize him, Zapu?
Yeah. We'll see
Maybe
if
a whole
that's
new
gonna happen.
person.
A whole new world. Hey, Daniel, you've been awfully quiet last couple of days. What's up?
I've been collecting myself, meditating on the intelligence of my brothers and sisters, and I'm just in deep reflection mode. And now I'm listening to Sam and trying to find a single fart, because one fart will tell you a lot about a person, what they ate, how they ate it, and what they ate, and what it smells like.
There's a problem with that, Paul. I can't really vote, can I? Like, I've got to wait.
You can vote in anticipation.
And then you'll have to be there when you see him next. He recorded Andrew saying something about yes, daddy, or some shit like that. Something daddy anyway. It was fucking. I'm like, how better you got that? And he's like, yep.
You see, sometimes when I listen to Andrew, I think he's so far up in Jesus' ass that he doesn't even realize he's been saved.
Yeah, exactly. He's been saved this entire time, but he just doesn't know that he's paying attention.
Can't take it. It's like, dude, you're saved. Okay, just get out of there.
That's the best thing I've heard. That's the best thing I've heard about Andrew, for sure. He's already saved. Stop. Like, just give it a break. Like, you're already saved.
Exactly.
But we get it, okay? Like, you've been saved. Like, it was really funny to hear Andrew defend Christians' relationships with Muslims today about that guy with the Quran and the jizz. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. But the thing is, Andrew's just egging the guy on. But think about it, right? So, one drop of jizz is, I think, about 8 gigabytes of information. All that jizz has got so much more information than the complete book.
Jeez.
Thanks, Marcus.
Like this terabytes of DNA information in that jizz.
Wow.
But, you know, I think it's a disgusting thing to do anyway. Like, why would you want to do that?
Yeah, exactly.
Personally, I should have taken offense to that because literally that was like killing half a baby. That's
You just fucking nailed it. You nailed it, Margaret.
that is abortion on so many levels. Like, do you know how many babies those sperms would have produced?
Yeah, men should stop masturbating.
Yeah, and you should take offense to that.
Yeah.
But then I want to ask Andrew one question one day. Like, has he ever wanked? Like, if he's jerked himself off, then he has also participated in abortion. Like, he's aborted all those kids.
I imagine Andrew is somebody who's masturbated and then cries after.
For repentance?
Yeah. That's exactly what I imagine.
Jesus will forgive this.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, for these babies who have produced little apostles. Who can ask him that question and keep a stern face? Daniel could.
Daniel, yes. Daniel, we have a mission for you.
Basically be abortion, so.
Yeah. Daniel, we have a mission for you.
Yeah, this is one mission you should have.
Whoa, was that a fart?
No, not yet.
That would have been a very airy fart, not much tension.
And
Back.
So isn't the fart really like shit particles that are floating in air?
It's your bum.
Fecal matter.
She just saved your mom. Jesus Christ. Like it's a very... You goose.
Such a weird.
I got high. The sound of a fart is your butt cheeks vibrating against the air. That's it.
Yeah, but the fart itself, the smell itself, that's like shit in particle form.
Yes, I am very aware. It's not fart particles. I mean, it's not shit particles.
What is it then?
It's gas.
Yeah, the gas is part of the shit, come on.
It's butt particles, okay?
If Sam smells my farts, it's gonna be so bad. Like, you know, when you're like under the blanket and you fart and it's like the person
Face your farts and consume them anyway.
Oh, yes.
With the title of a book.
Yes, you should totally write that book.
Zabu, you know when Sam comes up, will you guys like have a fart off and then we can judge for the...
I hope so.
Me, Buster, and Daniel would be the judges.
We'll see if Sam actually comes here.
Why wouldn't he?
I don't know.
Are you trying to say he never comes?
He was trying to prevent abortion. We'll see. There was a slight change of plan, so we're gonna see.
Premature abortion.
Yeah, exactly.
See what's happening in Andrew's room. I think there's a controversy stirring up. Have a good day, y'all.
Good night.
See you, Dad.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna sleep soon.
Okay, go, shoot.
Okay. You're gonna stay here with Sam?
No, I'm going to shoot. I'm going to wait for the one to fart.
Okay.
Please.
Buster, are you gonna wait for him to bust? Buster.
Nah. It's already got SBDs. Like, who knows?
Okay. Okay, then I'll turn it off then. Okay, bye, night.
Right, screw you. Have a good sleep.
Said also applies to fingering a woman, by the way.
Parker, we tried to explain to them that when they do play pause, that's exactly what they're doing. They're constantly thinking about homosexuality, but they don't care.
Right. They're like, I'm gonna go hard on him, and then they think like, oh, I'm fucking him in the ass. Pause. You know, it's like, no.
The microphones on the left is fucking pissing me off.
Yeah, dude, I hate it, and I don't like that you can't scroll up in the chats and see more chats.
Yo, yeah, the scrolling motion.
Yeah.
You can't scroll up in the chat anymore?
You can scroll a little bit, it stops after like 20 messages.
What?
And the timestamps are gone. Yeah. Clubhouse is like, we're done snitching. We have too many users.
And you can't scroll up all the way. That shit's
What happened?
Clubhouse is done snitching. I appreciate it.
Wait, what does that mean? Oh, you're talking about, so when you scroll to,
when
you scroll up
trying to scroll up, like, let's say 30 minutes ago, you can't do it. It only lets you scroll up so much, and that's it.
And I didn't even update my app. This shit just did it
What's
itself.
wrong with your mic, love?
Yeah, me too. She
I didn't even update my shit.
Yo, I just got on and that shit. Like,
Mine's updating itself,
what the fuck is this? And ain't can release the tapes.
Yo, have you guys tried spitting on it? I heard that works when you're trying to scroll.
What?
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 Fingers or 5 fingers?
Y'all watch porn too much.
I won't explain it, but then I feel like
Never too much. Yeah, fucking Frank joined at the perfect time.
porn will destroy your mind pockets. You need to find another addiction.
It really will.
For your what?
It gives you ideas you would never have. You would never fucking have on your own.
There's too many expectations.
Yo, Rihanna, I'm keeping a stack. Yeah, I would drag you into deep waters. And I would just fucking, I would let you drown. In the 9th, 10th round, I would make you drown.
This little motherfucker. What makes you think you're gonna last 30 seconds? Unless I let you.
Holy shit.
Pause.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, now you're using
I'm just
Yeah, whoever started that pause shit needs to, I'm gonna smack them when I meet them.
Yeah, it was Nas that started that pause shit in New York.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's a New York thing, and then somehow that seeped over here in California and Washington, and them motherfuckers started saying pause in the late 2000s and shit, and I'm like,
I see Nas and call me faggot.
There's a song with Eminem and Busta Rhymes called "Cool It Down," which is an old ass song. And in that song, "Cool It Down," they say pause. So yeah, that shit goes way back.
yeah, it's like in the mid 2000s.
Yo, Ray, I thought it was Dipset that started that shit.
Dipset?
Was it? Wait, which song? Wait, hold up. Wait.
It's called "Cool It Down." "Cool It Down" with Busta Rhymes and Eminem. It's an old song, and they said pause in that song.
Who started pause slang? Okay, let's see.
It's Dipset, Cameron, Jimmy Jones.
Wait. It says it possibly referenced 1990 song and by later popularized in Harlem. The term used to hold conversation in common terms having. Okay, so Dame Dash claim says he and his crew in Harlem invented the term in the early 90s.
Dipset, bro.
Dipset? No.
Dame Dash, I remember Dipset, bro.
Hey, yo, Pockets and Ray, I put my username in the chat. I have mythics I can share, by the way.
Period.
Yeah. Let me look at
knowledge.
And it says it was started by Dame Dash in the 1990s. What?
Yeah.
This one was fucking
Ducky. Good morning.
Yo, what's up, knowledge? How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, because there used to be no homo, which I
Yo,
love.
what's up with the fucking white belts and all these virgins and the fuck's going on?
Yo, Ducky, you gotta tell me about that 4-pound weed plant that you used to sell on daily.
Bro, you have no idea.
My bad, Ducky, I'll leave through.
That's 4 pounds per light knowledge, remember? Silence. That's 4,400 today.
It's a lot of money.
You can tell Ducky's from California. I'm so California.
I added you in.
I'm in the northern California. North Canada, California.
FBO. Don't you watch?
For those who don't
Don't you watch wrestling?
For those who don't get the reference, yo, Ducky said, bro, he had an establishment that sold marijuana, and in this establishment, the average plan was £4. Now we looked it up. We looked up what the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest plant. The largest plant was £4. So Ducky apparently was doing this like on the daily. That was just the average plant.
Man, you guys twisting stories now. You want to get back into it?
I wonder if Canadian weed is better than our weed. But let me tell you why I have it. Because they say the further north you get is better, right? So like at home down south where we at, the weed up here like towards Sacramento is better, right? Then they say like the best weed comes from like Washington, right? So I wonder if you get even further north up there, is it better? Maybe it's too cold.
So I'll tell you, the best one comes out of San Fernando Valley.
I'll tell you this much.
No, I think Sacramento is better than that shit.
Yeah,
I'll say this: our stuff, all our stuff up here is natural.
Hold on, Ray.
Yeah, that stuff that they got up there, Ray Abbey and them got up there is the best shit. That's the best shit.
So BC had the best weed. It's because when California went to prohibition, a bunch of the growers moved to BC, and had a lot of the seeds, and we did really good indoor. And then when everything started getting legalized, a lot of the growers came out of California and started growing really good, unique strains. Difference is here in Canada, it's all indoor, very little outdoor, where in California, you have mostly outdoor. The outdoor surpassed the indoor, but right now, with all the feeds and everything, US and Canada, depending the grower is, it's quite equal to the strains. So, but most of the strains come out of California.
Well, you're saying California is mostly outdoor?
Yeah, bro. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you ever been to Humboldt County? That shit is literally miles of.
The case in Los Angeles.
Bro, when you go into a dispensary, right? It's not mostly outdoor, right? There's definitely more outdoor. There's definitely more outdoor grown, right? But that doesn't mean that's what the average consumer is consuming. The average consumer is consuming hybrid indoor hydroponic shit, bro. High quality.
Exotics, the fucking gelatos and shit that are popular.
Yeah.
There's so many good strains right now that
the outdoor shit gets shipped out to other states.
I think it's all starting to feel.
It's in the back of the Lions truck right now.
You gotta remember back about 15 years ago, about 80% of cannabis grown in BC went to the States.
I remember BC Bud. BC Bud was pretty good.
BC Bud, like which strain though, right? There's so many different strains.
Well, I was in high school, man. You think I was keeping up with strains when I was like 16?
Yeah, I don't know.
No. It was about whenever the fucking weirdo was selling me. The fucking Mexican kid who lived down the street.
Fucking sour diesel.
It was actually Gustavo.
Granddaddy Perk.
Garbage.
I didn't know you could spectate motherfuckers.
I remember Granddaddy Perk Pocket. I remember that shit.
I'm gonna show they.
Yeah, where we're at, it's all indoor. It's all illegal too.
Yeah, for those who want to know, he can have some very, very, very special tapes, and he's gonna release them. He's gonna release them any day now.
Wait, what?
So, Incan, he has a tape that no one else has ever seen. It's very, very
So I've been advised.
very private.
recorded Donald Trump saying something that no one else ever heard, and he's gonna release it any day now.
Yes. It's a sex tape?
Yes.
Yo, Pockets, when we want to be over?
1v1 at Rust.
1v1 against you, bro?
Dude, I haven't played in 2 years, dude. In 2 years, I have not played. I'm dead ass.
Wait, there's 1v1 in this game?
I didn't know there was 1v1.
Wait, I don't think I've added you yet. Let me look at my requests.
I don't think it's a 1v1
I
with this.
just noticed that Pockets finally put that fucking S back on the name. Thank you.
I know, dude, it was I couldn't change it. I had to wait like 2 weeks.
People made me sound like I was insane. Like, why do you keep saying Pockets? Why do you keep saying Pockets? I'm like, that's what fucking
She went from pocket to pocket. And that shit was killing me too.
She wanna be Sean Combs so bad.
I was like, fucking Pockets.
She wants to be Sean Combs so bad. It's hilarious. Formerly known as
Prince.
Puff Dad.
Prince.
Yes, that is also chronic name changer. It was because of a lawsuit, no? Like, he didn't own the rights to the name Prince.
I don't know, bro, but that guy's a legend, bro. And he was a conspiracy theorist, too, so they probably killed him.
Red Hearted.
Was it also the Jordanians? Or like
always?
Yo, I have a Sean John sweater that I've had since I was like 12 years old. And bro, I was so fucking happy when it got cold this year. I was like, yes, I can finally rock my Sean John again. And I was kind of upset though. Most niggas don't even know what Sean John is.
I used to rock Fat Farm. Remember Fat Farm?
Yes, Fat Farm was the shit, bro.
Did you go through an echo stage? Do you guys remember when
Echo?
I had all that shit.
You know that shit is back. Hey, got that shit back.
Fubu. I'm surprised people don't know Fubu and Sean John were the biggest ones.
Fat Farm
For
was
us,
my
by
favorite.
us.
Hey, yo.
Sean John.
Quick battle for y'all right now, and 1v1 real quick. Haven't played.
Alright. How do you do the 1v1?
I'll invite
Do you remember
to stop playing Battle Royale.
the Fat Farm jorts? The jean shorts that were extra long shorts. They're basically jeans.
I have those, bro.
I used to wear some.
Stop lying, Oleg. You never wore them.
I swear.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that was a big thing where we're from. She-Wolf. Like everybody, there was a uniform at one point. It was a Mark Echo black t-shirt with a red or blue rhino in the middle. And then you would wear Fat Farm jeans or G-Unit jeans. You guys remember the short-lived G-Unit?
Hey, yo, download a Clubhouse, Zachary.
Wait, do y'all remember the G-Unit shoes? They had they had the wheels.
The spinner on it, bro. That shit was fire.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
My parents wouldn't let me wear it.
I'm down with
Too expensive. But I would always cop a pair of K-Swisses, which are no longer relevant anymore.
Yeah, you're right.
It's K-Swiss or Cortezes to like fit the look in middle school in the suburbs.
K-Swiss will always be classic and relevant.
I don't know if they still make shoes?
Yeah, let's make the classic K-Swiss.
Oh shit, I gotta go cop them. Those are fire, dude. I realize it's Cortez. Cortez is for see like skinny hipsters with very thick mustaches wearing beat up Cortezes. And that's when you realize it's all gone.
This was Nelson's first time killing someone. He had no experience.
in another room today talking about how Michael Jackson's daughter is suing the fucking executor of the estate of the trust. I guess they was paying themselves too much and some shit.
Time for sleep. Time for sleep. Just a little.